We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. What? 380. 55. I got him.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. You tighten up.
They run with Taylor, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Go, now. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Murray now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. 55 mark, guys, 55.
A carry for Foreman.
It's run, baby, it's run.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check 55 to Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Watch it, divide. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Shit.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Still going, 4L.
Motion.
Hey, guys, listen.
Mike 55.
On third down, Foreman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Foreman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback and all court.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll run it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
14, fight it.
55. Michael. Trot. It's coming this way.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run on first down. Foreman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That's their 48-yard line.
Check, 280.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
They'll run with Foreman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 yards, first down Niners.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check, 280.
55. Hey, eat. I'll get him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's caught by OBJ. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now on first down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds Beckham, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing is Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Foreman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Foreman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Lucky.
Again, it's Foreman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. There's the sneak with Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Check 55. Mike.
Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike.
wk10.
All day, every day, any day.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid. Hey, look. You better be afraid of me.
They run again with Foreman. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 55 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
280.
Watching you guys. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
On 1st down, Foreman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Good one, able to haul it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Foreman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 8. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Cut. Watch twist.
First down, Murray. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On third down, Foreman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Green 80.
55. Hey, eat.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's going wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray going to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too,
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on